I'm having an MS hug. I used to take Xanax for it, and now it feels like a tightening, but I know from experience that it's not actually my lungs shutting down. Once my husband made me use his hazmat inhaler, it's some kind of spasms. Sometimes they can be really, really painful. They're only somewhat painful. But I read someone talk about getting someone to hug you tight. It's hard to get just the right tightness, so I use a belt. 10 to 20 seconds. And there it is. And somehow it interrupts the spasms. See, I can breathe. It's not raspy. It just feels, some people say, like an elephant sitting on your chest. Funny. There's an elephant. It's hard to be funny. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So I'm at Bucks, my dailies, because it's hard to get my... While I'm sitting here, I might as well show. It was really hard to get my meds, so finding a small daily with a little extra one in there for things that I'm running low on, like anti-inflammatory and Adderall. So I came home from a pharmacy and only had 7. I was supposed to have 21. My mom was coming home and I really wanted to have the patio clear and a garage sale and move. But instead, I'm gonna use my Macari. My some squishmallows. If Jackson's watching this, I better not say which kind. Oh, and someone made CBD oil for my very good friend. Okay, still feeling it, so here we go, one more. 1, 2, 4. It's right above my nipples. I mainly had them in the front. They started. I can talk because it's not super tight. It's just enough. See, that much. Okay, that one did it. I feel like I can breathe again. It's just a panicky feeling. And I think I have an appointment in a couple of weeks with my neuro. Oh, this is another thing. I'm meaning to drill holes and put elasticy. In case I don't get around to it. When these break off from being in bed too long, I glue ribbon to the side with elastic in the back and hang it around my neck. Because it makes it easier to lay in bed and watch TV, and also keeps my chihuahua from chewing on it. A new t-shirt. Alright, this is Melissa Jackson, and suggestion someone gave me to stop an MS hug, which is a horrible name. In fact, I call them a squeeze. And they've been so painful that I have had to lay down on the floor before, and it feels like you're having a heart attack. First it was this side, and then it's this side. However, I do caution, there was someone with MS, I believe her symptoms were slightly more advanced than mine, but she had ignored MS hugs, and I don't remember for what reason, but she did go to the hospital, and it turned out that she had a blood clot in her lung. So please don't take an MS hug for granted, because it might be something more serious, like a blood clot. I don't have insurance, and I'm hoping to change that soon. Or something changes soon. Denzel, Melissa Jackson, daily life with MS and how I cope, live, love, parent, fail at relationships, and apparently seem like a monster because of PBA, even though I don't feel like I do, but they say I sound hostile, and it's been about 7 years, but New Dexter was a miracle, and if I can get my neurologist to write a script for me. Someone told me your first month is free, and I desperately need it. It's $1,800 out of pocket. Also a new psychiatrist, because my M9 years has determined I am at risk because of controlled substances, far away, even though I've never had issues before. And I live in a small town, but there was one locksmith that we managed to get a hold of after 2 weeks of calling daily, and now he's in rehab, and there literally is not another locksmith in town. There's one neurologist in town, and I had to post my 5th note on her door. In all fairness, I do believe she had responded to my husband's email, but it was lost, and she knows I have cognitive memory, and I just begged her to please mail me a Dexter paper script, a letter with my diagnosis, prognosis, that is incurable, very expensive. That's what I need to apply for Medicaid. And I finally had to do my taxes, married, filing separately, and I hope that's enough. And then she'll give me the letter, and I can get back on Medicaid, because thanks to my support group, and I hope to do a video on that, but really quickly, Facebook has some wonderful ones. MS affects many more women than men, and very often after the birth of a child, although being pregnant, they say, can abate all MS symptoms, is what I've heard. Mothers with MS on Facebook, as well as women with MS, is wonderful. And all of this is my journey, hopefully, to HSTC. But it costs $50,000 a year of testing. Mexico, Canica, Ruiz, I believe, is the only place I consider safe, and that has been doing it for a very long time. It's $50,000, take 30 days, and they take great care of you, but you have to have someone to go with you. Right now, I have even had a full MRI to see the lesions or not in my spine, or to compare. I'm not a doctor. I sure wish I had one. And I don't know how to move. I mean, literally move. Get to Florida, start over, work, apply. When I never know if I'm gonna have days like this. I look at myself on camera and I don't look all that awful. But my body hurts. It's a new kind of hurt almost all the time. And I've learned to live with a lot of it, but it's just my actual flesh, like a centimeter deep. And then there'll just be these pains, like right here in my hand. It'll just start. At one point, my finger right here, it felt like, I took pictures, it felt like a light cigarette burn, and it just would come all over me. That sounded dirty, sorry. It would come all over me. If I know how to edit, I would edit that out. And just be screaming pain. And also I have a video of a time that I have a lot of hand issues where my fingers will crack. It looks like I've been like breaking rocks out in the dirt for hours, and they get really, really, really sensitive when a lot of stress in the last 2 months that my mom and son have been gone. They have, I've been more stable. I don't know if the stress has been more stable, or if I've just been motivated in a different manner, or the garden helped my, oh, here goes another one. There's a video that's painful for you to watch of putting the CBD cream on my hands, but my mom gave it to me, and it's a really wonderful brand that has a monkey on it. Anyway, I'm coming up on 9 minutes now, and it took 2 days to upload my first video, and my thumbnails stink, and I can't wait for Jay to get home to help me with that. Anyway, this method is something that someone has suggested, and in fact, I think a support group for uninsured people with MS, because there has to be more of you out there, right? If there are, comment. I'm learning how to do all of this. I'd like to know, because it's bad enough with MS we feel like we're alone, but I certainly feel like I'm the only one in the world that doesn't have the resources and support in an area that just doesn't literally offer it, our public transportation. On days I can't drive or don't feel I can do it safely. And I didn't make it to get my vaccine today. I have to do it Monday. With MS, I should have been at the front of the line. But I don't have a doctor. How do y'all handle it? Until then, Melissa Jackson, Life with MS, coping, and all the rest. Done so.